My first tip to you is whenever you get the text, don't read it fully. Try to read the first sentences of each paragraph, and it will give you the basic and general understanding of what the text is about. For now, you don't need more. Whenever you will have the type of question that requires you to read the full passage, just do it later. Let's look at the real example of what I'm talking about. I copied this article from the Atlantic website, How the Sun Could Make a New Batch of planets that we've talked about earlier. So I already underlined all the first sentences of each paragraph for you to better see and easier. Stars like the sun, they know with a bang but with a whimper. But for some stars, there is creation before oblivion. Planet building is a task generally left to young stars, those that are only a few million years old and still surrounded by the gas and dust that gave birth to them. The disk looks like a glowing ring left by a coffee mug, and capturing it was a major technical feat involving 4 different telescopes. So here you can see some names and some dates. It turns out that the disks of the dying stars and those of infant stars look very similar. The planets are really robust. It's not totally clear how much material surrounds this star, but the grains have been forming for only about 1,000 years. But the time scale for planet formation are still hotly debated, so we shouldn't rule it out. Yet it will cool off over many years. From the first sentences, we got a very basic understanding about the process of planet creation and how the planet dies. You can see it is very simple, but it gives you a really good understanding of what the text is generally about. After this, whenever you get the exercises, whenever you get the sentences and questions and answers, you will only look in depth for each particular paragraph. They will be given actually during the test, so you don't have to go back to the whole text. And there are several questions where you need to read the text fully, so just go back and just read it fully concentrating on each paragraph and most important things. Tip number 2. So the questions and the answers are given in a particular order. So the first question might be for first paragraph, the second question for the second paragraph, and so on. So do not look for the answer for the first question in the last paragraph. And the opposite is also fair. My tip number 3. Whenever you prepare for TOEFL reading, try to finish the questions for each text within 20 minutes. This is actually fair also for the actual test. You will not have more than 20 minutes, so try to prepare in advance.